Disability Matters Vote mobilizes a movement once more as the province prepares for the Manitoba General Election. DMVote announced 5 priority disability problems at an event at the Forks. DMVote is a nonpartisan public awareness campaign launched by Abilities Manitoba and Barrier Free Manitoba.
One in 5 Manitobans have a disability. That means 234,000 Manitobans are affected by some disability. That could be the wide range from a physical, intellectual, sight, hearing, the whole gamut, mental health. We're all affected in our lives with a disability. So today on July 13th, 2023, the community is rallying to launch the Disability Matter Votes campaign for the 2023 provincial election. What we want to do is engage the politicians, the candidates, and make disability matters part of the political landscape and bring our issues to the forefront and really make sure that we're understood, we're respected, and that we affect change. So we have 5 different priorities. And it's from basic needs to the accessibility legislation, unleashing employment potential, fair wages, and timely access to resources and services. And it's just not in Winnipeg, it's all across Manitoba. So we have problems and barriers that we all have within Manitoba, and what we really need is to have solutions and creative solutions with the community. We can tell the politicians what we need, we just need them to listen.
The DMVote campaign garnered the support of over 1,000 Manitobans in July 2019, giving the message that they have enough numbers to impact the outcome of the provincial election. DMVote relies on volunteers, self-advocates, spokespeople, and the public to raise awareness of the injustices that persons with disabilities face every day.
It's important to me to be here today because people with disabilities are a huge part of our community. We deserve to be represented as part of this election, and our candidates need to know about the issues and challenges and things that are important to the people in our community. And this launch is a good way to kick that off, and I'm glad we had this beautiful day to kick that off. So we're here today not just to encourage people with disabilities to get out and vote, which is also important, but about the issues that are important to us to vote on, and to hear from candidates in Manitoba about their stance on these issues so everyone can make informed decisions about who they want to vote for. There are a lot of things we can do to improve our voting system here in Manitoba. Thankfully, we now have technology that we can use so people that are visually impaired can vote, but we got to get the word out about how that technology works. There are ways that we can help people with physical disabilities that use mobility equipment to get to their voting station, but a lot of that is about education and information to make sure that voting stations that we call accessible are really accessible and easy to get to for everyone. Especially in October, we might get snow here. Making sure that pathways are clear and there's good paths, and that people know that they can get the support they need to make their decision on decision day. So it's twofold, making sure that our people with disabilities know that those supports are out there, but also making sure that people who support the election and candidates know how to support their community to vote as well.
Hundreds of Manitobans gathered at the CN stage and field at the Forks to kick off the public awareness campaign. Representatives from each major party were present.
So in my opinion, to make living with a disability better, we need to have a better healthcare system in the sense of having more doctors. We need to pay a living wage really, for staff that do support staff. I do not have enough money living on disability to have my functions and to function and have supports. After I pay my basic living, it is pretty difficult for me to afford more stuff to live my best life. Sometimes I have to wait forever to get some of my services. I've been waiting 2 years for a psychiatrist. Physiotherapist sometimes takes forever. The MS clinic is just ridiculous. It takes months to get in, if that, sometimes longer, it could be years. Yeah, just the wait times at hospitals and stuff is nuts.
I think for people that are new to Canada, it's especially important to exercise their first right to vote. Especially for people with disabilities, we have issues and concerns that often slip under the radar, and they represent an important group. So it's important to get connected, find out how elections can be accessible for you, and make sure to represent your community and people with disabilities as well.
DMVote aims to achieve 3 goals. First, ensure Manitobans with disabilities can participate fully in election activities. Second, raise awareness of disability issues identified by their stakeholders, and support Manitobans to make informed voting decisions.
So the whole key to the launch is to gather the community together, instill some spirit, some life, some energy into it. We're just distributing over 3,000 lawn signs. We're selling t-shirts. We're really telling the politicians what they need to hear. We're going to have campaigns in 24 different swing ridings, and we invite all Manitobans to ask the candidates when they come to the door what they're going to do for disability, what they're going to do for folks that live with a disability in Manitoba. We really do have the right to vote here today, and Elections Manitoba is also here to help inform people that it's their right to vote and how to vote. We can't do it alone. We need everybody to come out, and it's our right as Manitobans to vote, and it really is a responsibility. It's really hard to complain about what's happening in our world if you don't vote and make a change.
The campaign represents all Manitobans who have lived with a disability, their family and friends, support workers, and everyone who works in Manitoba's disability sector. This story was written and produced by Zuher Almusre. With you Multicultural, I'm Ryan Funk.